Now let us check out this question. In this question we are having three variables x, y and z. Okay. Now let us suppose these are the variables, the variable x, the variable y and the variable z. Initially the value stored in the variable x is 0. Initially the value stored in variable x is 2, the value stored in variable y is 1 and the value stored in variable z is 9. Okay. Now let us number the statements. This is the statement number 1, this is statement number 2, statement number 3, statement number 4 and this is statement number 5. Okay. So the first equation is x is equal to x and y or z. Okay. So these are the logical AND and the logical OR operation. So what are the logical AND or OR operations? So if you see, we are having two variables x and y, if x and y, and we are having x and y. Okay. So if the x and y both are true, then the logical AND operation is going to return me true. If x is true and y false, then x and or y is going to return me false. If x is false, y is true, then x and y is going to return me false. If x is false and y is false, then it is going to return me false. Okay. Now in this equation, here the value of x is 2. Here the value of x is 2 and the value of y is 1, or the value of z is 9. Okay. And if you see the priorities between these operators, precedence, then you will see that AND operation is having more precedence than the OR operation. Okay. That means we are going, first of all we are going to perform this AND operation, then we are going to perform this OR operation. Then if you perform this AND operation between 2 and 1, and 2 means true and 1 is also means true. So what is false? False means 0. Any other number other than 0 is true. Okay. So this equation is going to return me true. Okay. True or 9. Okay. True or 9 means if any one of these operation is true, then this OR operation is going to return me true. So it is going to return me true. Okay. And this true value is 1. If it returns some value, that means true, that means true means 1 and false means 0. And if we give some value, that means 0 means false and any other number other than 0 is true. Okay. So it is going to return me 1, and this 1 value is now stored in the variable x. Therefore the value of the variable x now becomes 1. So it is going to print the value of x, which is 1. So output, this is 1. Okay. Now if we check out the second statement, in the second statement the equation is x or not of y and z. Okay. So in this equation, if you see the precedence table, then you will find out that this precedence of not of y is more than the precedence of and OR. Okay. Now if you club the statements according to the precedence, then you will find something like this. Not of y is having more precedence than or and after this, what is the next precedence? What is the next operator which is having more precedence? The next operator which is having more precedence is and. So and z. Okay. And the last one is x. So with OR operator. So that means first of all we are going to calculate this one, then we are going to perform this one, and then we are going to perform this one. Okay. So let us put the value. The value of x is 1 or not of y. So that is not of 1. Okay. And z is 9. Okay. So what is not of 1? Not of 1 means if you 1 means true, so not of true is false. So this actually means 1 or 0 and 9, and is having more precedence. So 0 and 9 is going to return me, this is going to return me false. Okay. That means 1 or 0, and 1 or 0 means true. So this statement is going to print the output as true, which is 1. Okay. Now in the third statement, we are assigning the value 1 to x, y and x. So if you see this assignment operator, then you will see the precedence, the associativity here is right to left. right to left means first of all we are going to perform this right equal to assignment operator, then we are going to perform this left assignment operator, right? That means 1 is first assigned to y and then assigned to x. Therefore y is now becomes 1 is replaced with 1, and x also 1 is replaced with 1. Okay. Now if we see the statement number 4, in the statement number 4 the equation is z is equal to x plus plus minus 1. Okay. In this equation you will find out that we are having a post increment operation and then we are having this minus operator. Okay. Now go to the precedence table and you will find out that in this precedence table this post increment operation is having more precedence than this binary minus operation, subtraction operation. Okay. So that means first of all we are going to perform this x incrementation, that is post incrementation, then we are going to do the minus. So as it is a post increment operation, that means here we are going to use the value of x, then increment it and then minus the value of x. So if we use the value of x, then the equation becomes 1 minus 1, and because of this is a post incrementation operator, therefore the value of x is now 2. Okay. So this value which will be stored in z is now 0, therefore z is storing the value as 0. Now in the equation number 4 we are printing the value of x and then we are printing the value of z. That means first of all it is going to print 2, okay, here, and then it is going to print the value of z which is 0, so it is now going to print 0. Okay. Now if we go to the equation number 5, then in the equation number 5 the equation is z plus equals minus x plus plus again plus and again plus plus y. Okay, and then we are going to print the value of x and z. So if you see this equation, you may be confused between this minus and this 5 pluses, right? Now if you go to this precedence table, you will find out that we are having a post increment operation, pre-increment operation. This is this may be some extra plus, okay, maybe this is a binary addition operation, and this is a unary operation. Okay. Now if you see the precedence table, you will find out that post increment operation is having more precedence than the pre-increment operation, and pre-increment operation is having more precedence than this unary minus, and then for this binary plus it is having least precedence in this one, and then this plus equal to assignment statement, addition assignment statement is having the least precedence. Okay. Now if we club the statements, you will find out that first of all we are going to calculate this post increment that is x plus y. Okay, and then we are going to calculate this pre-increment that is y plus plus y. Okay, and then we are going to do this unary operation. Okay, and then we are going to calculate this binary operation. Okay, and then we are going to calculate this other operation. Okay, now I am just writing it here because I have less space here somewhere. Okay, so the equation is z plus equals minus x plus 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 y. Okay, we are having this equation. Now what is the value of x? The value of x is 2. Here if you see the value of x, I just write it here also. So the value of x is 2 here, the value of y is 1, and the value of z is 0. Okay, so here the value of x is used and then incremented, right? So that means first of all we are going to use the value of x, then we are going to increment it. So if we use it, then the equation becomes minus 2 and incremented to 3. Okay, plus here it is a pre-increment operation. That means first of all we are going to increment the value of y, then we are going to use it. So increment the value of y from 1 to 2, and then we are going to use 2. Okay, and then we are having this binary operation, then we are having this again this increment addition assignment statement. Okay, so the equation is now becomes minus 2 plus 2. So z plus equals to minus 2 plus 2. Okay, that means this is having more precedence, right? Minus 2, and then this is plus operator. Therefore the equation now becomes z plus equals 0, which is again can be written as z is equal to z plus 0, So the value of z is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, therefore the value of z is now replaced with 0. So finally the value of x is 3, the value of y is 2, and the value of z is 0. Now here, first of all, we are going to print the value of x, then we are going to print the value of z. So the value of x is 3, therefore this equation is going to print 3. So if we just write it here, so this equation is, this one is going to print 3, and then this equation is going to print the value of z, which is 0. Therefore the output is 3 and 0. Okay.